Okay, so I started with oil-free moisture clear skin from Neutrogena, and my pump broke actually, so I just kind of take it out like this and dab it in all the major areas that need a little lotion. You always want to moisturize before you start. I like doing my eyebrows first before applying any foundation. It's just easier for me. Once again, not much, because since I'm mixing so many foundations, we don't want too many of each. So there's that. And I will add a tiny bit of the Sephora one just to mix in there with there, so it's not too much. There you go. I mix it all up with my finger. And this is usually what I will use around the edges of my face where it should be dark. So I normally just kind of wipe it on there with my fingers. Then I use my e.l.f. powder brush. And I'm going to be looking in the mirror behind here just to get it well in there. So I just blend it in and just kind of round it around. Nothing fancy, so make sure you get your nose. So that's the outer part with the dark foundation. Okay, so now for the center of the face, which should always be the lightest, I use a mix of the Sephora with the True Match in Light Ivory, just to get that very light feeling to it. So I barely add any of the Light Ivory just because it is very, very, very light for my skin tone. So that's how much I add. The Light Ivory looks like a lot, but it's really just where I wiped. So I mix those two together, just like I did the other ones, and I will make my little tribal signs. I do put a tiny bit on my eyelids just to even it out a little bit. Okay, now so I can stop looking like this. Once again, you just blend it in. And I love this brush. Rose. And as much as it may look like I'm going really hard on this, it's very gentle. I'm just making sure it's all blended out. So that is on my foundation. I know this lighting makes it look very... So for concealer, I use the Covergirl Loreol. I usually just use my ring finger and just kind of pat it in. To set my underneath my concealer and everything. And this is in Translucent Fair, and I use this little fluffy brush, pat it under and just swirl it around in little circles. Add a bit darker for the rest of my face, which is in Translucent Medium. It's very new, so it still has the little thing. So usually what I do is just kind of pat it on. So that's what I usually do, and then I use my e.l.f. brush and just kind of blend it all in there. Good. I have a very big blemish right here. But this is what it looks like. It's very matte, and I just use this Flawless Face from Bare Essentials brush, and I get very little product on it, and I usually go around my temples, and I usually just lightly, that's what I use. I also use this little brush. So I first go in with the Muave, and I just lightly get the apples of my cheeks and work my way up. Nothing too special, just a light touch of color. Then I will go in with just a little bit of the Silky Rose because it is very pigmented. And I dab it, and I dab it again. And then I go back with the brush, no extra product, and I just lightly blend it in circles, swirling around. And I make sure everything is just blended in. I have no harsh lines anywhere. Thing that I do is my eyelashes. I have very thin eyelashes, so when I do I wear falsies, but for an everyday look I just lightly curl them. I'm just a little bit more curled. I use Loreol Telescopic Shocking Extensions mascara. It's waterproof. So, at the camera. So now that the eyelashes have dried just a tad bit, I go ahead and curl them. I know they say it's bad, but if you're very careful, you should be fine. Just lightly curl them. Don't do much. I'm not squeezing too much, just, you know, lightly. And when you're taking off, blink, and that should just, see that? I know my eyelashes are very thin, but I do the same thing to the next eye. And just blink and they should come right out. So that is my everyday makeup routine. Not much, very light. I can't find my EOS balm, so Chap Ice. Need to keep them lips moisturized. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did. I will also be doing some more videos hopefully soon, so I will see you guys later.